We're live. Hold on, just go shut the door, and I'll be right back. You can't pop up. Come on. Just go outside. It's cold and weird out there. Crazy dogs. Crazy dogs. Alright, I'm model was hitting because I was away from the keyboard. Alright. All that matters, most people watching are probably in an ad break. Because, pretty sure about lies about how quick it kicks off the ad break. Alright. Are you doing the setup then? Let's see. Are you dangerous today? We're hearing interesting rumors of strange signal sources coming from this permit lock system. And, yeah. It's going to be interesting to see what comes out of this. Hi, Ed.
Hi, Ed. Morning.
How are you doing today? You said,
fine. How are you?
Yeah, pretty good. You said hi, cat. Alright. Oh, dangerous. I hear there's a new exploration community goal.
Is there?
Yes, I believe so. Something to do about scanning other systems will tell us what's in the permit lock system, because that makes total sense.
I mean, it's good. Technically.
There are reports of strange long distance signals being picked up from that permit lock system, which are leading some people to jump to alien life.
By strange signals being picked up, the market information has been bought from the game itself.
Yes, some people are jumping to extraterrestrial life. But,
I wouldn't complain for another race in the galaxy.
Yeah, it just feels weird that they would be on a planet so close to the bubble and nowhere else so close to the bubble.
Why? If it's been permit locked, there has to be a reason. Maybe that's why.
Maybe.
You know, some several hundred years ago, they permit locked the system because they detected something on it and then forgot to catalog it. Question mark? I don't know.
I mean, why did we permit lock this again? Let's go take a look. Oh no, everyone that went to take a look became zombies and died. Let's not worry about that for another couple 100 years.
Exactly. There is very low likelihood of zombies developing spaceflight, so let's ignore them.
Maybe some alien somewhere triggered some Stargate system, popped through and went, what's in this area of space? Oh shit, humans. And then they fucked off and never came back.
Or that, yes. Or maybe one of the Destiny-like ships managed to fly through our galaxy. Not sure if you are aware of the lore. I am happy to tell you if you want me to.
Feel free.
TLDR Destiny was a ship launched by the ancients towards a strange signal buried in the microwave background radiation, and when they were not ascended yet, and well, they ascended since, and I think we left it going. The ship basically just jumps between predetermined path along galaxies, leading towards the system,
Yeah, you're talking
towards the
about.
signal, rather.
You're talking about the Stargate one. Yeah. No, I saw
Oh,
that
yes,
show. Yeah.
Stargate.
Yeah. Yes, that was interesting. That one.
Yeah, it was.
Especially the episode where the ship seemed to run out of power. Because I played Elite as a kid.
That was a problem only for until they first discovered how it powers itself up.
I know, I just say because I'd played Elite as a kid though, right? His dad had like Elite 2 and stuff. And I mucked around with it. Like, I was like, oh, it's flying towards the sun, it's fuel scooping. And everyone aboard the ship's going, we're gonna die! And I'm there going, like, no, it's fuel scooping, you're fine.
Yep. I was pretty much the same.
Alright. Let me go check out. I'm going to your asteroid base to have a look at the details of this community goal. Because I have not checked out any of the details yet. I just know that it's some sort of exploration community goal.
Yeah, from what I know, we are supposed to scan rocky bodies. Preferably new ones, but old ones count as well.
Fair enough.
And by new ones, I mean systems that weren't discovered before.
Yes.
Yeah, rocky and high metal content worlds.
Rocky and high metal content. Okay. What's the reward?
Reading that now. Detailed surface scanner V1 with pre-engineered expanded probe scanning radius. For top 75%.
Is that something you can put on it anyway?
Guess so.
It's not the most convincing reward ever, to be honest.
Well, it's the pre-engineered variant. I think that's
Probably going
that
to
will
be.
be double engineered, and the expanded radius is the experimental, maybe.
Maybe. It's probably worth getting though.
Possibly.
Ooh, there's a bit of lag in your asteroids outside your asteroid base showing up there. For a moment, it looked like it was floating there by itself. That's not pretty cool. I do rate the metallic asteroid bases relatively highly as well. Quite cool looking.
Yeah. The asteroid bases themselves are really nice, yes. Regardless if it's metal or ice base. The ice one just shines a little more, that's all. Never mind, the expanded probe radius is normal. modification, not an experimental. I just checked the one I have.
Okay, yeah. So it's kind of light on the reward for this one, I guess.
I guess, yes.
But it shouldn't be that hard to get into the top 75% though. Community goals. It hasn't bounced up very quickly. Like it's been open for a day or so and it hasn't. it's
yeah.
it's very low now. It's only got 2,737 contributors.
That's quite a lot, actually. Just the needle hasn't moved much.
Alright, I'm signed up.
Okay.
But yeah, I don't know. That might be an off-stream one, I guess. It's kind of hard for both of us to get like the first discovery thing bonus if we're jumping through the same systems.
Okay. Sure. Although I'm not entirely sure the first log/discovery counts for the contributions, but sure.
I think it did. Unless I misinterpreted that. Hold on. Let me reread this. Conducting detailed surface scans and being the first to discover a world will significantly increase the value of the data.
Well, yes, you will be rewarded more in terms of credit, but it won't contribute more points to the CG. That's whatever. Just up to you. If you want to do it offline, do it offline. If not, that's fine.
Actually, well, I'm gonna give you the choice because the other option is that we finish building your ground base.
Or do power play missions.
No, that's true as well.
Or, I don't know.
What do we actually have for power play missions? Apparently, there's a way to cheese the power play though. With a bit of setup.
You will have to be a little more specific. I know of at least two methods to cheese this, to cheese it up, so you know.
It was the Commander Meekan reported one where he was like selling gold and buying it back at very low prices.
Well, yes.
And then handing in one at a time at a system.
Yes, that will give you a lot of merits. That is one of the ways to cheese it, yes.
Scan mega ships and acquisition systems. Oh,
It won't help you with the power play missions that you are assigned, but yes, it will give you a lot of merits.
Trying to find 9 mega ships and acquisition systems sounds like a pain in the ass, to be honest.
Yeah, unfortunately, they cannot even be relocked into. They are remembered between reloads.
Yeah. And then there's escape pods from acquisition systems. escape pods and reinforcement systems, and sell exploration data in VMware. And then there's also some ground-based one. Distribute power malware, but I probably won't worry about that one.
Yeah, mine are equally as uninspiring, if you will.
I don't
Well,
Where
I
am
mean,
I on
we can
this?
go
23.
whole materials, or we can go kill pirates, or I don't know. It's a little too short of a stream for exobiology trip.
That is true. Let's finish your ground base, I guess. That should be fine.
Okay.
It should be easily doable on inside the stream.
Possibly.
It's just steel, titanium, and hmmm composites, right?
Yeah, 3,000 aluminium, 7,000 composites, and 3,500 steel.
Yeah, aluminium, not
And
titanium.
it's according to my tool.
I wonder if one of the ground bases under the place I go to has hmmm composites. Bum, bum, bum. Whee! So how's your week been going anyway?
I mean, it's only Tuesday, but actually fairly fine. Like, most of the last 2 days have been mostly research. Without going into too much detail, I have looked into transcription system software, as in, you know, input audio and output text,
Oh yeah.
and making it a server solution for a project that we're going to do. Also, already not looking forward to a dentist visit on Friday, but oh well, you know.
Yeah. It just was a cinema fun.
Yep. How has your week been doing? Anything interesting happen at work?
No, not really. Just been picking away at little bits and pieces.
Yeah.
Oh. The project manager that they assigned to the data team to help us get organized has resigned.
Okay.
I don't think that was because he got assigned to us. Apparently he wants to walk the Tiara Royal Trail, which is like a big hiking track. It's like a route that combines a bunch of hiking tracks and goes the length of the country. They walk from the top of New Zealand to the bottom of New Zealand. Depending, how
That's
you
quite the
define top
track.
and bottom. Yeah, it'll take most
Oh
people a
yes,
couple
but
of months.
still.
But yeah. Similar
Yeah.
to some of the big ones in the US and places in like the Himalayas and stuff as well. I think.
Yeah. Or like the guy that started in the UK like 27-ish 28 years ago to go to walk all around the world.
Oh, yeah, I figure there's probably someone trying that. Yeah.
Yeah. He is actually somewhere near Eastern Europe at the moment and should be coming back to England sometimes next year. Last time that I looked into it anyway.
Yeah, I did see that some of them worked out that the longest distance you could walk on land without like having to take like a boat trip or something, like starting at the bottom of like Africa and ending up over like the very far tip of Russia or something like that, which would be an insane
Well,
walk.
I mean, this guy has walked through from England through the ice connecting uh, Russia and USA, and I'm not entirely sure how he went to USA, but I know that he walked quite a bit.
Yeah. Yeah, no, they used to.
He only needed to swim through some semi-random lake because of local conflict in the Middle East.
Yeah, definitely,
That took him several days.
definitely like Russia and Alaska are very close together. And I know there used to be in the past an ice bridge. I'm not sure if it's still there or still forms occasionally or something.
It forms occasionally still, yes.
Yeah,
That's how he got through. He waited for the winter and then crossed on ice.
makes sense. I've actually seen how close Alaska and Russia is freak out some of the US people when they realize they finally look at the map. They're like, wait, it's always touching.
Yep.
Yeah, the big news, the thing that caught my interest this week in New Zealand wasn't so much to do with work. It was to do with like this big manhunt that came to a close, which is interesting. Though it was a little bit tragic,
Okay.
unfortunately. So there was a guy who, I'll give you the backstory. There was a guy who lived on his farm with his three kids, and he was homeschooling them and stuff. And it sounds like there might have been a custody dispute, but I've only seen that put in the news. I haven't seen anything too official about it. Like it seems like some cops made some comments about it in the news and just run with it, but I haven't seen anything that said like specifically this was the custody case and this was the blah 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 blah. And he vanished for a couple of weeks with his kids, right? Like they found his ute down by the beach, right? And
Right.
and this big like search and rescue thing kicked off. And it turned out he'd just taken his kids without telling anyone and gone camping for a couple of weeks to clear his head. And the police decided to charge him with wasting police resources because he was in the area and he knew that people were looking for him pretty much, right? And so he got charges filed and then they got delayed due to COVID. And then before he could actually get into court, he took his kids and took off again, hiding in the New Zealand forest in the bush. And the cops kept looking for him and couldn't find him. This was like 4 years ago. And he would show up every now and then and rob a place with his youngest, who was 8 when he first went missing. Like literally armed robbery of places, or like, you know, or at least he was showing up armed and burglarizing places late at night and stuff. On occasion, not super often. And like, yeah, people just had no idea where he was, essentially, or anyone that did wasn't talking. And then he tried to burglarize a place in the early hours of the morning the other day in a small township in New Zealand, and the police were notified and they managed to figure out which road he was using to leave the township, and they threw down tire spikes. He was on like a little quad, like, you know, farm bike thing, and then they spiked, and the first cop who approached him got shot in the head. Cop's alive, but is in hospital. And then he promptly got shot dead by police in front of his kid, as far as I can tell. And then the kid told the police where the other two children were. So quite a tragic ending, but
Indeed.
interesting story though, because it's like he was evading police for like 4 years. And some people are making him out to be a massive villain, and other people are making him out to be like some sort of Robin Hood style folk hero. And it's like, neither one is probably correct. Just probably some guy that was having some sort of weird shit going on in his head and was doing what he thought was best, but probably really wasn't. And yeah, this is unfortunate. All right, do you want me to grab steel or aluminium? Start off with.
I don't know. Start with aluminium. I'm gonna pick up steel.
All right.
You'll be done with the required amount in 2 trips. Well, 3 trips.
Probably. Where did we just come from? Here. Yeah, so yeah, interesting story. Tragic outcome, unfortunately.
Yeah, indeed.
There's already wild amounts of disinformation flying around about it. It's ridiculous.
Because, of course, that's just what people do.
People like, the cops killed him deliberately. It's like, no, I think the cops were defending themselves based on the police officer that's in hospital after being shot in the head. It's like,
Yeah.
it's like, now to be fair, the guy was known to be armed and you know, and potentially dangerous. He'd been shot at someone during a robbery at some place like a year or two ago. So, like, I'm not entirely convinced road spikes on a quad wheeler that's got a kid on the back is the safest like idea ever.
I'm guessing he wasn't expecting to be intercepted, but even that, yeah.
Yeah. But at the same time, like, you're like, this is a remote area. There isn't probably a whole lot of police presence there and a whole lot of resources, and they had a very narrow time window in which to act. So it's like there's probably going to be like some sort of recommendation that comes out of it that this wasn't the correct approach, but yeah, give the police a little bit of the benefit of the doubt here and go, like, this may be the best plan they could come up with in the short amount of time they had to, like, figure out what to do. So
I'm hoping that the guy, that the police cop gets well and gets out of it.
I don't think his life is considered to be in danger, but I'm not quite sure what the extent of the damage is.
Still, he has been hospitalized, so...
Yeah. Shot in the head is never going to be... Yeah, never going to be a mild amount of damage, you know?
No.
Never going to be like, let's just shrug that off and be back to work in 2 days' time.
Probably not.
But yeah, no, what I really feel sorry about is his kids, right? So they've had 4 years of their dad probably telling them some weird shit. Like, you know, I imagine probably something like, you know, like society is out to get us, we can't trust anyone, blah, 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 and then get shot dead. You know, like, it's gonna take, in front of one of his kids, yeah, it's gonna take those kids a while to,
adjust, yes.
yes. And I imagine that trauma is never really gonna go away.
Probably not, especially for the kid that saw his dad die in front of him.
Her oldest daughter. Yeah. 12, I think, at the moment. It's very, very unfortunate.
Did the report say what's gonna happen to the kids? Like, are they going to be living with their mom or any relatives?
I don't know. It hasn't specified yet. I don't think they're going to be particularly forthcoming either. They probably don't want the children being harassed by, like, reporters and stuff.
Fair enough.
So, yeah. Wee. Not the best, not the best approach to the world. What was it you were building here anyway? Was it like a small starport or was it a settlement?
Starport.
Nice.
Tier 2 starport. Yeah, I'm trying to pick any touristy related stations in here because I always wanted this to be a tourist system.
Fair enough. You do have a water world down towards the end, don't you?
Mostly because of that reason, yes.
Yeah.
I'm probably going to build up some construction points and then build another tier 3 station around the waterworld.
Fair enough. Let's not fly into this rock. There we are. Wee.
Alright, Navlog doesn't work on planets. Oops.
You, honey, need to lay off the honey. This is the first time I've touched it.
I promised you could have some. No, you've had some.
No.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
you need to lay off the honey.
Promise has been fulfilled.
Lay off the honey.
I like honey in my sandwiches.
I know. You also like strawberry jam. Eat some of that.
We even have strawberry jam.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Deal.
Or maybe.
What do you mean, well, maybe? Actually, I don't think we do, because you ordered strawberry jam, but then we ended up going to do the grocery shopping and we didn't buy it. Instead of doing the order.
Well, you need to eat something else. You can't eat that much honey. It's not good. It's still sugar.
Sugar, sugar. Alright. Back to Magnus Landing, I guess. Wee. Do like that?
Shoot.
Well,
Ow, ow, ow. That hurt.
at the landing pad a little too hard there, Ed.
Yeah, I wasn't paying attention to the game. I was looking at a different screen.
That happens
Look,
sometimes.
I'm back 100%. Nothing was lost.
You didn't see that 20% drop in my hull. That didn't happen. Look.
That did not happen. That was a figment of your imagination.
Alright. I'm just going to go out on a limb and guess that Trailblazer Dream has not been restocked.
Probably not.
Would of course be the Trailblazer ship that we like to use that doesn't get restocked.
We were too efficient at it, you know. I had to stop us somehow. Or we would already be at Beagle Point. Well, okay, maybe Sagittarius side, not Beagle Point.
Oops, too fast. I was looking at a different screen myself there. Too fast. Loop of glory. The tactical.
Join me in the glorious activity of looping.
Yes.
I held the boost a little too long.
Yes, it definitely happens. I didn't even boost. I was like, at an hour going, CMM composites. Where do I find CMM composites?
Yeah.
And it was like, oh, look back and it's like, oh, 4 seconds. Damn it. And yeah. But I mean, you know, it's just like lions circling their prey, right? This is the motif we're going for.
That sounds like a good excuse, I agree.
Yeah. Gotta give them time to prepare for our arrival, like airplanes circling a run port.
Yeah, especially two massive ships, they have to adjust their gravity emulators.
Alright. Copy.
So how's Eve this morning?
He's pretty good. Actually is a pretty good system for tourism, isn't it? Got a few what looks like um
Yep.
ammonia worlds as well. Maybe.
Like
I don't
maybe
know,
not the
stop at the bot.
ideal system for tourism, but you know, good enough.
Sulfur dioxide worlds. Do they count? I don't know.
Seriously?
Oh.
Peanut butter honey sandwich.
Order by let's try distance this time. I'm like, why does it only show me Trailblazer Dreams? And I'm like, alright, use surface stations are set to no.
That's gonna do it.
Good day, young fella.
Some of the old standbys are showing up. Rentium Depot and Mame. Looks like there's a whole bunch of new ones as well. 20 light seconds distance, 20.73 light years. Amiga extraction node 001. What a name for a
Oh, it
base.
got renamed. Nice. A few days ago it was something different. Because the last update it was like 116 days ago. And now it's updated to 2 days ago. Nice.
Uh, what system are we actually in? HIP 84676. No, it doesn't look like this. This is surprising to me. Oh, No, shush. Why are you barking? You need to go outside. You're outside for ages.
Lots to be annoying.
Yeah. She's like, outside's more interesting. I can sniff the air and see what's happening in the neighborhood.
Yeah,
Yeah. I can use my deep booming bark to tell the neighborhood I'm here. And when I bark in here, only you guys hear me. It's impressive. Let's give this a little bit of nos. We may have overnosed. Oh well. We need some sort of tier 3 asteroid bases. That'd be cool.
I concur. I would welcome that as well.
Maybe there are a bunch of like asteroids joined together or something.
Yeah, conglomeration of asteroids, there you go.
Mm.
Okay, apparently not even multiple wings of commanders cannot prevent nefarious actors, if you will,
No.
from sniping a system. I've just come across a post that basically said that there were several wings of commanders that dropped 1/3 of the required commodities all at once, and it still was sniped by someone.
Jesus.
A system some 800 light years away. No, wait, 3,400 light years away from Sol.
Wow, that's getting out there.
That is, yeah. It was quite high value system by the looks of it, because as described, it was single system nebula system. Jesus Christ. Yeah, FDev needs to do something about this, definitely.
Yeah.
and probably refund those systems for claiming later.
Yeah, all they need to do, it's pretty simple, right? Because like, so that's a dedicated effort, right?
Yeah.
Like, so all they need to do is basically stop anyone else being able to use the system contact on a newly built station for like, you know, half a day or something like that. Besides from the person who built the station. You know, the person who's the system architect for the station.
Yep.
On a primary port. And then boom, problem goes away. You know? People can hang around all they want to try and snipe. They can't use the system architect person, you know?
Yep.
Or the system colonization contact. Only the system architect.
I agree.
Yeah. Like, it's a relatively simple change to make.
Yeah, I would even welcome what you just said and add an option for the architect to release the claim instantly, so you know the colonization effort isn't hindered. You know, not everyone wants to claim a chain of 7,000 light years of systems.
Oh shit, oh shit, oh shit.
You know.
Ah! Wrong button. Ow.
Oh. I didn't explode, you're fine.
Oh, blind game for
But
pocket
yeah,
landing
even
pad.
multiple wings of commanders not helping, this needs to be addressed. The sooner the better.
Lower gear. What? Cannot. Damn it! I got a fine for blocking the landing pad after I crash landed in the middle of the base, which probably means I won't be able to hand in. I'm not sure. Let's find out.
No,
Where's
you will
stocking?
be able to hand in.
Will I?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
You wouldn't be able to like claim missions or some other stuff, but the handing in is still allowed even if you are a criminal. Well, okay,
Slightly
even if you have
fined is not the same as a
fine, you are not
criminal.
a criminal. But you know what I mean.
I had a small flying accident. Doesn't make me a criminal. That's why I have shields. And bases have shields. And they're indestructible.
Yeah, I was gonna argue that they don't quite have shields, but the indestructibility kind of doesn't require them having a shield.
Simply shields on some parts of some stuff. I'm not sure about this, though.
I haven't noticed any of the bluish shimmering thingy when I approach this place.
Anonymous access. Yeah, right. You're right. I can still head then. Cool. 378 aluminium to go. Alright.
Yeah, I told you will do it in 3 trips.
Yep. Alright. Alright, we're going here.
You can probably even pick up the remainder of steel. How much can you hold? 1,200 what?
1,238, I think.
38.
Shut up.
Jumpy jump.
Yeah, okay, maybe not. You will be short by about 100, maybe 200.
Yeah, I was just gonna go to the place where the hmmm composites are anyway. So I'll
Yeah.
pick up the. I've already forgotten how much it was. 368. I'll cheat your I'll shoot your ground base before I purchase. Alright. Omega extract node. Oh, destination. You know, actually, I'm going to bookmark the destination as well. And now log destination. I like that you can do that off the navigation menu. It's nice. Alright, planetary system, here I come. So I assume that this being a little bit further out from the bubble than being as a built up system by Commander.
Sorry?
So I'm guessing this is a colonized system, right? Probably.
Which one?
The one I'm in right now. The Omega extraction node. I'll check in a moment. But,
yeah, I would assume so. Yes, Commander Basra.
I like to give commanders their props when I... Oh, we haven't turned the team.
I had to relog because the game dropped to 3 FPS for some reason.
Fair enough. Alright, approaching Omega extraction node 001. Running the line between light and dark on the planet. Which one is it? This one? Nope. Where is it actually? I think it's this one. 378 aluminium. Okay. I just want to take a look at the system we're in. How built up is it? Oh, pretty built up. Look at that.
Yeah, I see.
And there's a number of fleet carriers here as well. So I'm guessing this might have been a squadron effort.
Might have been, yes.
So 6 out of 6 here. Looks like they're trying to build tier 3. Which is 1% done.
Yeah, there is a lot of materials for tier 3.
Yes. Yeah, even...
I still remember it from, what was it, March, April?
Yes. If every 4 times you handed in, it went up 1%.
Yeah.
Might get that down to like every 3 times, 2 to 3 times you hand in with a paper clipper, but still,
Yeah,
that's a lot of
helping
effort.
a lot.
Yeah, a lot of effort involved. Let's get to that for a moment. I want to make sure we get 378 aluminium. Didn't see him composites. All right. Two jumps to get back. That's okay. Especially considering that we don't have to go around the planet, so. It's kind of nice to have all these new systems built up around our original ones. Very easy to find stuff you need.
Well, yes. It's mighty nice of other commanders for us to enable, us building easier.
Yep.
Not having to jump 5 to 6 systems just to collect some semi-random material.
Indeed. We sort of planted a flag, did a little bit of mucking around, and then moved on, and then like come back, and it's like, oh, the whole neighborhood has changed.
Yep. Unsurprisingly, the WASP-1 system has not been touched almost at all.
Really? Did tell me that there was told me there was a ground base you could go to there to buy.
As I said, almost.
A ground base.
There is one planet that has 6 out of 8 slots filled.
Okay, that'll be
But
where
the
that
rest
is.
is more or less untouched.
6 out of 8 slots is a fairly good build up of a planet, though.
Well, yes. Granted, I have no right to talk about that. I've claimed like 8 or 9 systems and I've done nothing with them. So.
I mean, I'm kind of the same, right? Like, I've got a whole bunch of systems that I intend to do something with, but at the moment they probably have a outpost and maybe some sort of orbital construction site somewhere.
Yep.
That's about it. So
Exactly.
there's one or two I've done slightly more with, but I did build a refinery sort of area out in the other bit we went out
That
to.
is true.
So it takes a little bit of pride in that. But ultimately, well, I mean, we were expanding outwards and then kind of burnt out on the gameplay for a little bit.
Yep.
I wonder what Vinart did with his system in the end.
Well, I don't think I have it booked, so I cannot tell you. But if you do, check.
I should check, see if I do, actually. I might have it bookmarked. If not, I can probably go back to the conversation with him and find it.
Or that, yes.
He had an interesting, like, lava world, I think, from memory. Oh, I'm becoming too fast, too fast, too fast, too fast. Slow the speed down. Okay, no, we're good. Might have slowed down too much, actually. So we can maintain this glide as long as possible. We're gliding in a box with no aerodynamic properties to it at all. My ship is literally shaped like a brick with a couple of smaller bricks strapped to the outside.
Or rather in the middle, but yes.
Yeah. And as you know, if there's anything that makes you think of glide, it's generally not a brick.
Generally, no. No, definitely.
Alright. See if we actually do have them. No, I think we had something marked for Vin, but I can't remember if it was the first system he tried to claim and then it bugged out. Vin's domain. Let's have a look. So far away. Immune system data is unavailable. I'll have to go visit it at some point. Based on the small population, I'm going to guess he hasn't done much of it. If it is actually still his system and not an old bookmark before he lost it. Is there another one for him? Oh, just that one. Oh, maybe I'll go take a look at some point. Right. I feel like it's this one. There we go. Right. Off we go.
Well, boosting might have been a bad idea.
Oh, how could boosting ever be a bad idea?
Almost always. Especially when you don't have shield.
This is true. I mean, adding more momentum to your potential impact with something of heavy mass is maybe
Yeah.
to be avoided.
Is at best questionable. Well, I managed, so it's fine. Does the extraction thingy have steel? Where you collected CMM composites from?
I'm guessing it will. It seemed to have a lot of metals, but I'll tell you in a moment. I mean, they had aluminium, so...
Fair enough. Now, according to Inara, it has none.
Okay.
No, it has 2 million. Never mind. Okay, I'm going there. Because I need like 180 something steel to finish that up.
Makes sense. And it's just CMM composites the whole way.
Yeah. $6,000 of them, but yes.
Yep. A little plane engaged. Bum, bum, bum.
What do you mean discovered? I've been here before. Keep up, game. I literally have a bookmark on the station that we are collecting from.
Yeah. Whee. Request document. Well, it's probably the request document. Let's boost. I never ends badly. I like how they can communicate with you from like 14 k's away, but they can't accept a docking request apparently.
Limited sensor range to allow whether you to scan you for whether you're a criminal.
Oh, nobody saw that.
Only 4 people on the stream, two of which is us. So yes, nobody did.
No, exactly. Right. Whee. Just a small, like, you know, ground impact. That's why I have shields.
That's why I don't.
To be fair, I more have shields to survive pirate interdictions than I do to worry about ground impacts, but comes in useful for both.
Fair enough. Yes, definitely. What do you mean terrain alert? I'm good. I'm fine. I'm not descending anymore.
Yep, no, decent stock of steel here. Yep.
Up.
Actually quite a good stock of metals. Even minerals as well. And you can even buy Imperial slaves to work in your new...
Because of course.
It seems to be a big feed-in of, I'm guessing, stuff from various places. With the economies now not cannibalizing each other, it's probably quite possible to do that on a decent planet, right?
Yep.
Though I wasn't quite sure if it was all economies that weren't cannibalizing each other. Well, the way it was described by Frontier was the top 2 economies in the system will no longer cannibalize each other.
Fair enough.
Sometimes they word things strangely, so yep.
Yep.
I should go back to my actual refinery stuff I built in that other system at some point and see how it's changed. With those changes.
Would be interesting.
Or I can just pick one of my planets that has room for like a whole bunch of ground ports and stuff and just put in like one large ground port and and then like 5 different hubs of different sorts. Like, what can be purchased now? Oh, some pirates after me. But I'm already jumping out of the system.
Get high baked on noob.
So in the early Elite games, there was an interesting feature there, right? Which was that depending on how, depending on how far you could jump, right? Like each jump would technically in game, like at max distance, take like a week of game time, like in game time. Like not that it made any real difference to you as a player,
Okay.
right? But like you're like if you're jumping your max distance, I think it was something like that. Like a little bit of grain of salt here, right? But there was like a time factor with the jumps, right? So for you it would appear instantaneous, but like it would literally be like a week later you would show up. But of course, if you're jumping a smaller distance, then you it would be less time involved, right? Which meant if you had a ship.
Was it scaled correctly for when you jumped? I don't know. If you jumped maxed, it would take 7 days, but if you took 7 smaller jumps, it would still take 7 days, or was it smaller jumps you made it there in a few hours?
I don't know actually, but what I do know is that you could scan like a ship to set like a jump signature to find its destination, right? So if you're a pirate and you were in a ship that could jump further, right? Technically, you could jump to the destination and show up before the person and be waiting for them.
Okay.
But there was also
That's
there was also a way to force a misjump. So if you're a cargo person, right, and you had enough fuel, you could deliberately screw up your jump. So that it read as this was your destination, but you would appear somewhere randomly, like within like a certain distance, like you know, so you could just but it would damage your your friendship drive a bit. So you'd be like, so like pirate would be like, haha, they've jumped to this system, they'll try and go there to intercept you, and you'll have like misjumped and end up somewhere else and just carry on your way.
Yeah.
So there were some interesting technical aspects in those early games that haven't been implemented in Elite, but of course they've been implemented a lot. Elite Dangerous, but they've implemented a lot of other interesting things though. So. Ooh, we're going a little fast. A little fast, a little fast. Oh, red. Too fast for orbital cruise. I like how it only goes red right before it goes nope. Sometimes.
I call skill issue, but okay.
Oh, I could tell I was going in too fast. But yeah. Oh well. We'll still get there shortly. Whee!
I like how even the game is confused about the location that we just picked up from. From the left navigation panel and from bookmarks, it still has the prefix orbit, for some reason, orbital construction site. But when you dock with it, it only has the extraction node 001 something. It's quite strange. Not sure if it's happening for you, but at least for me that's the case. From my bookmarks and from
I didn't try the
in-game on the left panel, navigation panel, it still has, for some reason, the name orbital construction site. You there?
yeah, no, I was looking. Sorry.
Ah, okay, cool.
No, in my bookmarks it's saying Amiga extraction node 001.
Yeah.
But I mean, it could just be that's because that's what it was called when I bookmarked it. So.
Fair enough.
So literally
Yeah,
just
the
bookmarked
bigger
it.
issue is, for me, it's still prefix orbital construction site in the contacts navigation panel.
Huh.
So even if I were to bookmark it, remove the bookmark and rebookmark it again, it would still have orbital construction site as a prefix.
That is strange.
Which is quite strange because it's a ground station. Not sure why it has orbital construction site, but okay, whatever.
We're just imagining this orbital construction site going, we've finished building the ground station, and it just like drops it. So, ground base has achieved orbital re-entry trajectory.
Yep.
All these buildings just suddenly start smashing into the planet. Ground bases are a bit of a pain in the backside. I'd love a way to be able to get hmmm composites into a like a actual orbitable base. That'd be great. I suppose the closest you get was put a buy order for them on your fleet carrier.
Yeah, that's the closest you can get to that, yes. And then you would have to get lucky for people to actually pick it up and deliver the materials.
Yeah. But at least closest we'll get out here until they restock Trailblazer Dream.
Well, yes.
Why are you guys not restocking our ship? What's up with that? I think they forgot to tell us that the number of ships restocked was tied to the tiers that the community goal achieved. That'd be my guess. They're like, yo, did we not mention that in the community goal text? Sorry.
Yeah. I'm assuming they forgot to flip the switch from the community goal that was meant to restock the Trailblazer Dream.
All right, 4,230.
Oh. Nice.
Yep. This will probably be the last round trip I have time for on the stream, though. So,
Okay.
but at least it's getting you
Thank you for
within.
the anyway.
Yeah, I was gonna say, at least it's getting you within QE distance of finishing the ground base.
Yep, definitely. I am probably not going to finish it today, but yeah. It
Oh
is
man,
close.
it's close. Yes. And then you have to decide what you build next, I guess. You're gonna slowly work on this system for a bit, or?
No idea.
Fair enough.
I'm still not quite over the whole link stuff, so
Yeah,
I'll probably just go do other stuff and look around, and probably will only continue building while you decide to build in game, and or whole stuff in game rather, not build.
fair enough.
But as
Yeah,
for what are the next steps slash plans, I don't have any.
I just should build myself a tier 3 starport somewhere at some point, I guess. But It'll
Sure.
take a while to finish. It might even take a
Probably.
while to get up to the point where I can build it, considering it costs 6 tier 3 construction.
True. You could always find a nice system and start with a tier 3. Granted, you would be put on a month-long timer.
Yeah. I'm not sure I want the month-long timer, to be honest.
Understandable.
There's some systems where I started with a tier 2, so I've got at least one tier 3 construction point to begin with. Which is a good starting point. Large settlements apparently grant, what, 2 tier 3 construction points upon being built? They don't count.
Don't remember. I know that the settlement that is on the other planet was a tier 3 settlement, but I don't remember how much it cost in terms of construction points.
I think a tier 2, I think a tier 3 settlement, if I'm remembering correctly, I'll probably look this up in a sec, once I'm like auto-docking. Dropping from orbital cruise, and I'm dropping 2 orbital crews, that's a bit better. Let's say, we're still 50 kilometers away. A relatively good approach this time. Alright, so Trailblazers wiki. Alright. Colonization. Yep. Dun, 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 dun. Planetary facilities. Construction point reward. Tier 3 1. Tier 3 1. Oh, that's orbital facilities, 1 planetary facilities. There we go. So large settlements. Yes. Large settlements require a tier 2 point to build, but they reward 2 tier 3 points. So the quickest way to build up, I guess, to 6 tier 3 points for a large thing is to build a couple of orbital satellites around the place, because they're really quick to build. For the tier 2 points. So build 3 of those, and then build 3 large ground settlements on various planets. And boom, you'd have 6 tier 3 construction points. If you didn't start with a tier 3 construction point, I guess, because you started with like a tier 2 station. Yeah. I don't know how much a large settlement requires in terms of stuff, though.
Probably not a lot, since this system only had a tier 2 station and a couple of satellites before I built the tier 3 settlement. So, you know.
Yeah. It's not what I want. I want that. And of course, you can make settlements various types as well. So,
Yes, my settlement is a touristy one. Obviously.
yeah. It's kind of annoying how they sort of like the asteroid bases get stuck being extraction pretty much. Suppose you could influence them to other stuff as well, but they default to extraction. You start off with an asteroid base in the system, you want to be a tourism system, and the asteroid base is like, yeah, so I'm just for mining. It's like, no, you're for tourists. Tourists want to visit you. No, mining. Welcome, tourists, to our tour of a working mining facility.
Yep.
It would actually probably be a draw, to be honest. Those tours seem quite popular sometimes. Welcome to our tour of this industrial complex.
Feel free to grab a pickaxe and go mine.
Yeah. What if we don't want to? You don't have a choice. Well, this was a tour. We lied. Ruben Legacy. Let's give this a little nos. Probably enough. Alright. Alright. Yeah. Oh, that was terrible. Alright. Let's try that again. Well, not mass lock, actually. We can probably just... Oh, I just... came in way too fast and way too close.
Ah,
Which is fine. We'll just, the DPSD cooldown and then jump again. Yeah, jump. Come on. There we go. Oh, no, we're close enough to the planet that wants us to align with the escape vector. Ugh. Damn it.
yeah, I would advise to throttling down to 0 so that you don't overshoot the target.
And some pirate is also...
Friendly advice.
And some pirate is also after me, apparently.
Yeah, that probably won't affect you in any way.
Oh, glide engaged. What the? I didn't want to enter a glide right there.
Yeah, and you
Pull
are
up, pull up.
increasing distance from the settlement.
I might be able to spin around.
And lucky now.
Come on, come on. Pull up, pull up, pull up, pull up, pull up, pull up, pull up. Glide aborting. Oop.
Yeah,
Oh, damn
you
it.
didn't help yourself by the looks of it.
No, I got like... got like 6Ks closer.
Well, yeah.
God damn it.
I did advise to throttle to 0 and align, but well,
Nah.
unless it didn't go through, which, okay, fair enough, maybe it hasn't.
Bottle to 0 has been done. Oh, damn it. Why is it red that way?
You are not far enough from the planet, so it doesn't let you safely glide. You have to either increase distance from the planet or, you know, just eat the kilometers.
Yeah, this part might be easy just to eat the kilometers. Should be 6. We'll go to 68. That's not as bad.
Ah, that's fine.
Yeah. Now, then we go.
Near perfect glide. Dropped out at 6 kilometers.
Sure, sure. Yeah, yeah. As opposed to my attempt, which is like, yeah, near catastrophic approach.
Wasn't trying to be a commentary on your approach, but yes. Long story short, get good.
I don't know what it is about small planets, but they always mess me up on my approach.
It takes some practice to get them right.
We.
Okay, 2,500 to go. Actually, that's 1,200 something to go once you drop. That's like 2 loads.
Yeah, that's true.
For me. For you, it would be 1.
Also true. Yeah.
Well, I actually might go and finish it. Fluff it. It's just 1 or 2
Um.
loads. That will be done in like 15 minutes.
Yep. I wonder if you can wonder if it tells you how much would how much oh, so some information here now about orbital and surface restricted commodities and the economies needed on this page. Ceramic composites and semi-composites, a surface refinery. Yes, I knew that. Emergency power cells are trailblazer mega ships or high-tech oil refinery near Anchor. Oh, so they are restricted to within a range of a certain planet. That's interesting. Insulating membranes are orbital refinery. Muon Imager, high-tech or industrial surface. Order is orbital agricultural or surface agricultural or extraction. That kind of makes sense. Apparently there's a tool to estimate markets and stuff when you're building something.
Nice.
What wasn't the RX? Oh, yeah, okay. All right. Yeah. 1,324. I think that should be what, 2 trips for you? For CMM
Both,
composites?
yes. Yeah. Uh, I'm holding 834, so yes. 1.5 trips, but yes, 2.
Yeah.
Since I can't, do a half trip.
Alright. I'm just gonna log out. I pretty much need to get to work now,
Sure.
so I don't really have time to raid out today.
Thank you for the help.
Yeah, no problem. You know, you've been very helpful with me and my colonization efforts, so
Sure.
I wish you what's it. Oh, I'm gonna have to figure out what I'm trying to build in each system at some point. Might have to start spreadsheeting this.
Okay, sure.
Because I got so many systems now. I'm like, and we like, sometimes I start them with like an outpost that was a particular thing, like, you know, going, oh, I could do this kind of system. And now I can't remember what the hell I was doing.
It would help to have notes. Yes, I agree.
Anyway, I will end stream and
Sure.
catch you tomorrow,
Good
hopefully.
luck. Yep. Good catch you tomorrow.